kind of the whole transition. I mean, we were talking about earlier, before, what was it, 2008, 2009?
Yeah.
So you got to see even Kevin come on and come back. And I guess, was there ever a moment that you knew that Kevin was going to take over and kind of take it to the next level? Was there ever just a time that you knew that?
Yeah, after I met Kevin. Once you meet him, it becomes obvious. He's one of the smartest guys I know. So that, and motivated and good ideas, and he and Larry, he's got the Stucker genes. It's hard work and never quit, and always thinking outside the box. So yeah, definitely. That he learned a lot, I'm sure, from Larry, and going through, as all of us did, those times when we were all getting our pay cut, no more, just really tough times. Not earning the kind of money you could, and struggling through the difficult times, and I was really close to Larry through all that, and he, man, he's still here. There's so many people that we knew back then that aren't in business anymore and didn't manage to make it through all that, and he did.
That
wasn't
really,
easy.
That really is something to be said. I mean, I'll tell you guys, if you guys didn't know, I mean, I wasn't out of high school yet at that time, so I didn't really get to see it, witness it, but yeah, just to know that, I mean, guys, you guys are still here. I mean, that's awesome. Just thinking back, I mean, Larry was talking to us the other day too, and he literally started as a trim carpenter and then just did it, just ran with it. So that's awesome. I love to see that kind of.
Well, he went through clearly pure hell with having to keep a business afloat in the construction industry at that time, and he always managed to inject humor into it somehow, and some of the stuff that he went through and things he did to keep things going at the time would have crushed a lot of people, and it was tough on him. Like I said, back then we were all pretty close. It was tough on everybody. We were all struggling, but we got through it.
Straight up made it through. Love that.
That was how you chalked up a win back then, is just surviving, and he did.
He's always seemed like when he's made a commitment, he doesn't stop, right? And I think that's, he has a company, and he made obligations to banks and to other people, and he fought through it. I mean, he watched his worth go from a lot to, he was worried, as Brad was saying, everybody was worried. But that's the sacrifice that you make when you say yes to somebody. So he wasn't of the caliber of person that's just going in and handing keys over to banks and telling them, wishing them luck. Like, it was, no, I said yes to this, and so I have to now take from here and put back over there to make good. And that sort of thing wasn't the commonplace back then. And really, when I look at like that path of the financial collapse and me leaving in 2010, we didn't really work that close back then, and it wasn't until I came back in 2015 that Larry's like, you got to meet this guy. And I'm like, oh really? He was like, do you remember? And he filled in the blank of who the other person is, and I was like, yeah, I remember them. Like, they bring the donuts. Like, Brad brings the fun. And so that just spoke right to Larry and part of him too, that he is the guy that finds the people that he just loves working with. And I think that's where the embodiment of where we are now is, seeing these 20 and 30 and 40 year long relationships that he's had with these people even prior to the incorporation of Stucker Construction that have survived. They have survived. We are friends still with these guys today, and the how they got introduced through Enterprise Interiors, and then what the history of that, those partnerships and all that. I mean, those are stories in and of themselves of where those people have all gone. Yet you still see that those people are all still communicating and relatively close, with the exception of the bad apples out of the group.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the moral of this. You just keep on pressing, and people will come and go. But then there's like, here's your rocks, and Larry Stucker in this industry has been a rock. And then because he was committed, it about took him out, and he got exhausted by it. And so 2015 became this moment where it just made sense. It just made sense to take and run with what he had already been kind of keeping the embers burning, it wasn't flourishing like what we were in 2005 and 6 with everybody else, but it was still, there was a warm soul there. There was the foundation, and he wasn't going to let it go. And so seeing that opportunity and then getting the opportunities to work with guys like Brad and with Wagner then and FBM now, it's been a huge story of our success with all that we did many years ago. And it comes back to the relationships. You know, that's what this is all about. You know, we build stuff because we find the relationships with the people that have the needs, and we say, yes, we can, and then we perform. And so
absolutely,
Brad's been a huge help with that, and his team, his staff.
Well, appreciate that.
Absolutely.
It is a friendship and partnership to me. So, you know, of all the customers we got, when you have a customer that's a friend, you do what you can to make them successful.